I sound like who? Glenn Beck? Oh, thanks, Kathy. I don't think about Glenn Beck. Open your mic. I don't think about Glenn Beck. Do you?
Only when you start saying there will be blood in the streets and armed revolution.
Kathy, I was saying that when Glenn Beck was doing a morning shit show down in Tampa.
Yeah, but it hadn't happened yet.
Well, no, we haven't had Trump until now.
Don't you think
Glenn Beck?
Don't you think he'll be impeached? Don't you think he'll be run out of town? I think the Republicans are hoping he gets in there and then they can just get him out real damn quickly on something like, oh, Trump University, oh, bye-bye, and then they'll appoint their own asshole, whoever that might be. Maybe they'll resurrect Mitt Romney in his magic underwear. I don't know. But I just think their whole plan is to just get him in there. All right, Trump's got it. Fuck it. Let's just let him have it. And
Did you say the F word?
We'll get him in there.
Kathy.
I'm sorry. We'll get him. My daughter's asleep. We'll get him in there, and then F it. We'll just impeach him and put in whoever we want. I don't think you're going to I really don't. Honestly, listen to me now.
I'm listening.
I know I occasionally make these predictions, and usually they don't come true. But the one I'm going to tell you is they just decided, okay, look, guys, plan B. We're going to let's stop fighting it. We're going to let Trump and his lingerie model wife get up. I love everyone. We're going to let him go ahead and have it. And then we're just going to impeach him. That's all. It's easy.
Why would the Republican look? You
can impeach anybody. I mean, it's just,
but the Republican.
It's gotten to be a sport.
No, Kathy. The Republicans are not going to impeach him.
Well, they're gonna make it. They're gonna. It's gonna be arranged that he's impeached. I think they're gonna work behind the scenes. I don't know. He'll be impeached, probably on the Trump University stuff or some other stuff. Probably something pretty legitimate.
I think you're wrong.
No, I think it'll be legitimate. I mean, I think that they have plenty. Hell, they got reasons enough right now, probably to send him to jail if they wanted to. Hillary too, for that matter. But they'll and so none of this stuff's gonna happen. I really don't think so. I think we're gonna wake up a year and a half from now and go, good God, was that much ado about nothing?
Really?
Yeah, we've got President Cruz or President Rubio or whoever.
So you now let me get this straight. You think all this upset and screaming and yelling is going to come to nothing?
I really do. I really do. That's how cynical I've become, I guess. But I think it's just because that's the way the status quo is going to be preserved in this godforsaken cesspool that used to be a democratic republic. That's just how it's become. And I'm sorry, guys, I'm losing my voice. I've got a summer cold. But that's how it's going to be. We're not going to. I mean, we had a chance. We had a chance to have Bernie Sanders. We had a chance to have meaningful change. We had a candidate who was up there, who was sincere, who was honest, who was literally unimpeachable.
Right.
He had integrity out the wazoo. And what did we say? Nah, we want the crooks. We want to have the criminals. That's what we want. We want Hillary.
But aren't you making
Donald.
My argument? That doesn't.
No, I'm not. Because
you started this by saying I'm starting to sound like Glenn Beck.
Well, because of all the.
But what are you saying?
He'll put the finger on the trigger and pull it, and we'll have blood in the streets. No, we won't. There won't be any of that crap. You know why? Because there's no money in that. Corporate America must be preserved, Mike. And the only way corporate America is preserved is with a corporate candidate. And I'll tell you what, they'll probably give Trump a chance. They'll probably give him 6 months or a year to see if he can turn his ass into something resembling a Reagan Republican. And if not, they'll find a reason to impeach him. He'll be impeached. And then we'll have President God knows who, Lindsey Graham. I have no idea. Chris Christie, who's probably making the deal right now, and we don't even know it. He's back there going, yeah, I backed him. Of course I did. What do you want? I'm Tony Soprano. I backed him. Now what are you going to do for me? Okay, you're going to impeach him, and I'm going to get to be president? Hell yeah. That's how it's going to be. And nothing will change. There will be no blood in our streets. Blood in other streets all the time, not in our streets, not yet.
How can now look? You really believe
Yes.
that?
Yes.
Why haven't you told me this before?
Because
I walk around this house ranting my ass off when I'm not doing this podcast, and you never say shit.
No, because I just assume that I don't know. You'll figure it out.
I think I thought I had figured it
You
out.
have. We'll just make this a little friendly marital wager and see.
I'm not going to bet about blood in the streets.
No, well,
What are you talking
a year and a half,
about?
well, why not? Koch brothers do it all the time. A year and a half from now, we'll just see which one of us is right. Maybe we're both wrong. Maybe Trump will turn out to be the best president we've ever had.
Okay, well let me ask you the follow-up question, if I might. Follow-up question.
I bear no knowledge.
Would you
I'm just making a prediction.
Would you suggest then that I just get off this shit and start talking about global warming again?
I think it's probably just as well that we talk about something else. Not that we can change anything anyway. We might as well talk about, I don't know, the Olympics or something, or the doping, or what latest movie's coming out. Nothing will change.
Kathy, one of the reasons that I finally gave in to your pleas and married you was because I saw in you this eternal optimist. Like so many women, everything will be okay. That's what my mother used to say. Everything will be okay.
This is 20 years ago.
Yeah, 20 years ago. Everything will be okay. Don't panic.
Oh, no, don't panic.
Yeah, everything.
I'm telling you the same exact. Everything will be okay.
Did I marry my mother?
It will be. Well, you'll have to answer that. You and your psychiatrist know for sure. But everything will be exactly the same, Mike. Except, the planet's going to continue to slowly bake, and we're all going to die from some sort of cancer-related, heat-related cancer. Global warming related mutation. You're right about the life expectancy. You can't have that much of a change in our environment and not have some kind
and
of
all of this
effects.
adds up for you to being everything's going to be okay.
Well, no, everything's going to be the same.
Well, okay.
No, the same, not okay.
I don't agree.
So
what
we
you
had a chance. Bernie offered us a chance for change.
So what I hear you saying is that nothing's going to change. People are going to continue to put up with the shit.
Yes.
People are going to continue to have their houses taken from them, their jobs taken from them,
Correct.
their health care, and they're not going to do anything.
Correct.
Oh, stop it.
Because we're going to be continued to be manipulated by the corporate media that tells us that the only thing that's important in America is who's dancing.
The Super Bowl.
Who's dancing with the stars, and the Super Bowl, and which Kardashian has her ass out on a camera this week, and how many Justin Bieber arrests there've been.
What about Melania?
And Melania, well, what about her? I mean, malaria is just going to go gently into that good night when her husband gets impeached. I guess she'll probably go back to Slovakia and work on some third world hunger campaign. I don't know. We'll see her hugging puppies and kittens on television 10 years from now saying, "You could make a difference in the life of an animal." $2 a day. Anyway, now my prediction is nothing changes because corporate America has got such a stranglehold on this country. We are a corporatocracy. They will not allow the profit margins to slip far enough for there to be blood in the streets and anarchy.
But they will figure out a way to make money on blood in the streets and anarchy. Oh, wait a minute. Disaster capitalism? We've talked about.
Well, but we export that. Not
No,
here.
no.
We don't need. No, we got to have the people here buying shit.
No.
The disaster capitalism's out there.
No, you're thinking thoughts that were relevant in the 80s. Come on. Right. Disaster capitalism is here now. These corporate bastards. No, wait. They don't give a shit. They don't care. Blood in the streets? Hell yes. Let's figure out. I know. We'll invent a sponge that soaks it up and overnight so nobody will see it when they get up in the morning.
But who's going to buy it? No, you can't kill off the entire American populace because no one will be there. You got to have a consumer class.
Kathy, I'm not.
You have to have a consumer class.
I'm not talking about buying off the entire American public. I'm saying that your theory, as much as I would love to subscribe to it, because it says everything is just going to remain the same.
Yeah.
And sometimes remaining the same is not a bad idea. Although in this situation, what could be worse than remaining the same?
Nothing. No. I'm not being optimistic. I'm saying no. Your vision of the future is probably more optimistic because at least then something has to be changed.
Thank you.
But no, I don't. I think you're wrong. I don't think anything's going to change. Nothing meaningful.
My
is gonna change.
vision of the future is more optimistic than yours. You
Yes.
just said.
Yes.
And yet you don't subscribe to it.
No. I have a more pessimistic vision of the future than you do. I agree with you that Trump is probably going to be elected. I don't think anything substantial is going to come of it because I do think he'll either be kept in check by handlers who come up, whether they show him the Zapruder
By the
tape
deep
or
state.
whatever, something will pop up, or they'll impeach him. If they can't control him, they'll say, "Okay, time for you to go."
Well,
Outta here.
why haven't
Go.
if what you're saying has even a little bit of truth to it? Why hasn't the deep state offed him or controlled him up to this point?
Because I think there's a chance they think that that it might work out.
What would work out?
That they could be able to control because he's an unknown. He has no. I mean, again, like I said last week, I think it's astonishing that somebody. I mean, this is how far we've gone in the system. Somebody says, I'm not a politician. Let's see, I want to get elected to office. Let's see, what should I? School board? No. Mayor? No. City council? No. State house? No. Congress? No. I know. I'll run for president. That'll be my first job. I mean, it's just mind-boggling, as Rachel Maddow would say. My mind just goes when I think.
But I don't see.
It's an entry-level position for this man.
I think the flaw in your point of view here, or your argument, when you talk about they will control him, the deep state, the surveillance state, whatever it is. Wait. The people behind the curtain, they will make sure he doesn't go off the end of the runway before he lifts off.
You left out Illuminati.
Okay, but I don't. How are they going to control him? Have they controlled him? If that were the case, wouldn't they have controlled him right out of the race at this point?
No,
because he won't be good for business, will he?
Maybe. No, that's my point. I think they're going to give it a shot. Let's see. If he's going to get in, let him get in, and we'll see if we can work with this guy. If we can't work with this guy,
we'll kill him.
Impeach him. You don't have to kill him. I mean,
somebody like
impeach
Trump.
presidents left and right
No,
these days.
impeachment wouldn't work.
They'll remove him from office somehow. I mean, like I said, there's probably grounds already. I would imagine that with Trump University, just on the surface, Trump University, the man's running a scam. It's like a telemarketing scam. I mean, I'm still reeling from the time he's up there in front of the people going, "Here are my steaks, and here's my wine, and here's my jock powder and water." Or it's like, what the hell is that? I mean, it's like watching the QVC. I've never seen a presidential candidate come out with a product line, and say, "Hey, vote for me. I got steaks." It's just, what is that? What is that? Suntan lotion? I don't know, but yeah. So it's just, I mean, we're so far through the looking glass and down the rabbit hole.
Well,
they'll see what's going to happen, and if he can't be controlled, he'll be outed. That's my prediction, and I have nothing else to say. I feel like I'm repeating myself, and I'm probably boring your vast.
You've declared yourself. You've declared yourself to be a pessimist.
Yeah.
Really?
On this
is that from 20 years of living with me?
I would say I am more pessimistic than you are. I think I'm probably I consider myself more of a realist than a pessimist. Just this is it. This is as good as it gets. Maybe it's because I'm an atheist. Maybe it's because I know God is dead. There is no God. I have a very nihilistic vision of humanity in the world. I don't know. Maybe it's too much Nietzsche. Maybe it's too much Robitussin. I've got a cold, but I do
take
believe.
some tussin.
More
take care of everything.
More tussin. Put the water in the bottle. Shake it up.
All right, we're about out of time. I
Thank
really
God.
Appreciate you taking over the program. I'll tell you what. Tomorrow night, we're working tomorrow night. How about I'll sit over there and you sit here? I've been asking you to do this.
No.
I've been asking you to take over this goddamn program for what, 3 years now?
Well, those 3 or 4 minutes are about all I have.
3 or 4 minutes, my ass. You've been going on for 20.
But it's rare that that you're not, you're catching me in a semi-delusional cough syrup enhanced state. But no, I mean, I don't have anything else to say. Maybe I'll say something else tomorrow. But no, I really do. Yeah, we'll just lay 50 cents on it. We'll bet $1.
Yeah.
I think that they'll control him if they can. If not, I guarantee he'll be impeached before the midterms. That's my prediction. Impeachment before the midterms, and nothing changes. Nothing substantial changes.
Okay.
My prediction.
Your prediction.